Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. PPG, what was it? Atlantic City? Yeah, Atlantic City just finished, and I've got the top 16 deck list here for you guys. I put each one of these manually into DBS decks, so that took like a little bit. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. The deck list, just when you see like the written out ones, those are usually. You have to kind of look at those a little bit longer. So hopefully just seeing these in full helps you guys a lot. It was a pretty fun event. It looked like I wasn't there, obviously, but it was also really nice. Top 16 deck list was released yesterday, so I had some time, and then it finished today with spoilers. Ryan winning against Eric Goodwin in the Janimba Mill. Ditto. I can't imagine can't imagine how fun that could be, is to play. Like, that sounds like really awful. It's just like a lot of grinding and like not trying not to draw too much and that kind of stuff. But congratulations to those two. Top 16 is here. In general, since it's single elimination, the order is just kind of generic after their ranking. So like Eric Hill and Justin Rios both placed 4th, even though Eric is at spot number 3. Looking over the leader count, so it was, Dragon Ball was like almost a third of the field, which was really interesting, especially compared to how it was last weekend at the ARG Connecticut. There was no Dragon Balls in the top 8, but it was a really good one. Here they had a really good showing. Most of them were in fact Gogeta, if not all of them. But some of them had a couple of them had some really cool things that I really want to show you guys. And then also Janimba was a 4th of the meta on top 16, and also placed 1st, 2nd, and 9th. Huragan made a good showing as well. Kind of storm variants. And then also Broly and Gogeta both had 1 leader, and then 2 of the Clash of Fates Friezas, which was really exciting to me. I felt like I'd say either Clash of Fates Frieza or the new green, like Let's Kill Krillin archetype are really fun and interesting. So I'm happy they both got into top 16. They didn't make it into top 8. Wait, one made it to top 8, 2 in top 16. So we'll look at those decks real quick, and yeah, let's get into it. So. Let's start with these Huragan. I'm just going to go from 16 down to 1. So here is Sawyer's. I wish it would say the title of the deck up here, but yeah, here's his deck. Nothing too crazy, but I would like to point out there are some techs against the Goku striving to be the best, Frieza biding his time, and also Vegeta striving to be his best. Are both really good for getting those deadly defenders out of the way, or getting rid of barrier blockers or stuff like that. So both of these are I can see are really good tools. Other than that, just kind of generic. Nothing too special. Just kind of the Huragan swap that we've known for a very long time. So next up, we've got. Here, I'm going to put these over here so I don't have to keep closing opening. So next up is Marcel Russell. He had, I'll dare I say, just like the almost standard Gogeta Shenron version. The kind of spice that he added 2 newfound power Porunga, which would be really interesting, and also 4 Borgeros, which I have no doubt help with swap. Additionally, he put the striving to be the best in the side deck, not opting to main it. And yeah, just nothing too flashy, but a really consistent build. So next up, we've got Rivera with his Mill Janimba. So this is the 9th place. Let's see. There was nothing. So it seems like there's a big divide if Sake Demon's Run or even Childers Heart Janimba. But this deck was really interesting that it sided in yellow, which was really cool. Added the Master Roshi's, Crusher Ball, and Flying Nimbus, and just the idea of just blocking any of their stuff, and even Flying Nimbus can be really good for that, just because it stops the attacks for the turn. You got to be careful that you have to discard a yellow for it, but since this is just kind of a slow control deck, I can see this. I can see why this one did as well as it did. So really cool with the yellow tech, something I haven't seen before, but maybe you guys have. So. Next up, we've got Christopher Torres with his Gogeta Shenron. he's opted to go kind of with the 15k Goku Vegeta, but also he has one 20k for at all cost. He's only running 2 of the Gogetas of each of them. I saw it varying between 2 or 3 copies of each, so that was interesting in him. He's also running a Child's Wish, and that's really good for having these 15Ks. And for objections, was there anything fancy? He had like a Dangerous Journey Bomb at his side, I'm guessing against Mill. And yeah, just another, a different variant of it with a more, mid-range 15K thing. Sneak Attack Vegeta is really good also just because it was barrier. But also it can, it's hand control kind of stuff. So that is that. So next up we've got Anthony McAuliffe. I'm not sure if I said that right, but he's got the kind of blue-red, the goo kind of Huragan that won ARG Connecticut. It's not the same build, but it's really similar in a lot of ways. Having no, he's not doing chain attack, not even his side, which is really interesting. And with the blue package, he got greedy with Mafuba, and yeah, and let's see, there's something else. He has 2 foreseeing hits here, but when the side, I feel like there's something a little bit. Maybe I might be thinking of another one. He has 3 planned M2s, which is spicy in my mind. I wouldn't say. I'd say that's pretty bold because a lot of the times, you only need 1 and they're dead for the rest of the game, but. They're pretty good. I probably would put those in the side and probably maybe have 2, and then if it's a really good matchup for it, then add them back in. But it seemed it did really well for him as well. So here is his deck list. Next up we've got this one's really creative. It is the I think did I swap these around? I may have. All right, we've got Anthony Cricheras. Sorry, there are 2 Anthony's in a row, and I got mixed up. He had this is a really creative one. So it's swap, of course, but he's using the Son Goku Vegeta Gogeta promo from I think it's a movie promo, but and it's really interesting because the Miracle Strike Gogeta, what he does is you take 1 life and then you negate pretty much all the skills of all your opponent's battle cards with barrier. Or ignoring barrier, so it's really, really good against having Goku striving to be the best, which I think a lot of people who are running swap are afraid of. So just really strong. You don't care about the 6 or less restriction just because it's swap. So this was, I think, this was the only swap deck. There are 2 swap decks with not Huragan. It was the Gogeta and Broly. So this was really fun. He also had like 3 Raging Spirits and Gohan, so he got greedy. I'd say this was more. This is looking more like a more mid-range, because he's even running Son Goku striving to be the best himself, so I think it's kind of to counter other Storm decks and also to counter kind of control decks, so kind of a mid-range Storm. Looks really fun. His sideboard is weird. He's got like 2 March of the Great Apes and a Bardock and 2 Bardocks and a Great Ape Prince Vegeta. I think that's crazy. I can't imagine. I'd like to know if he side any of those in. Only running 1 Hidden Power East Supreme Kai, and yeah, he's just a really fun deck from here. So I'm really surprised he didn't run Dimension Magic, because it's the blue. But I guess Flying Nimbus is the best one. So that makes more sense to me actually. So anyways, that is his. Next up, we've got Andrew Deauville with the first Frieza swap deck we've got. Both of them are pretty much the same. I think they had just a minor side deck change, but it was really interesting that both of them ran into blue. And I wasn't able to catch a lot of the event, but. I looked at Peter Katani, one of his games, and it looked like he also was running this blue package, so it's really interesting to see all this. And yeah, I'm also surprised about Body Change Ginyu. I didn't think this card was super good, but after seeing it played and also people telling me it was good, I've come around with it. So yeah, a really solid deck. Final Showdown Friezas were really good against Gogeta because you can stop that effect from happening. And yeah, and he also, there's just the yellow package in the side with Master Roshi's and also Cold Bloodlust, so if you really need that, that's there. And also Son Goku striving to be the best if you are finding yourself really weak against swap. You've already got some blue stuff here, so all of that is really helpful. So fun deck there. Next we've got the last 9th place deck. We've got Alex Wilkins, blue, yellow, boo. I really like this archetype. It's kind of like on a rogue status on Shenron, and I think in general it's known that Gogeta is a little bit more consistent. But I'm really happy to see how well this did. I don't think I've said this previously. There are over 200 people at this event, so way better than people were kind of afraid about ARG PPG or ARG Connecticut. So I don't think anyone should be afraid about attendance anymore. But yeah, really really cool. So he's got the yellow package with Bardox and Goten just to get consistent setup, and then some Child's Wish, and you also run the yellow package for Battering Laser, and you have Personal Ambition, and then you have your whole blue package. Very fun there. In the side, he's got some Vegeta Striving DBS, probably for Deadly Defenders and cards like that. He's also got some Dangerous Journey Bulma. I guess he's afraid of Janemba Mill, which is really interesting. He's got, and then also some Burnish Bonds, Borgos. I guess for aggro, right? He's probably afraid of aggro. But very very fun deck. I'm not sure how consistent it is. He's got the one God Absorber Majin Buu too, which is cool. But yeah, I think this is nice, and yeah, just if you're still interested in the archetype, I think this is good. And the one thing that you are having get hit in the ban list is this Goten, but you can like swap it with Videl or something like that. So anyways, that is that. So breaking into the top 8, we've got Nicolas Morris's Mill Janemba. Did I say there's 3? There's 4. Maybe I said 3. There's definitely 4. Anyways, so we've got his is a really control based in the sense he's got 8 negates and also 2 striving Sengoku's to be Sengoku striving to be the best. Also 2 Mafubas, so actually 10 negates, 2 Crisis Crushers, the Sake Demon, and then 6 Demon Sword or 4 Demon Sword and 4 Reality Benders. So just a really grindy, like just tank up and mill their deck. So fun deck there. It looked like it did really well. So and in the side there wasn't anything too crazy. There's 2 at all cost Vegeta. I'm guessing if was that like good in the mill or in the Ditto or in the mirror match. I'm not sure. There's also 2 Haru Attacker Majin. A lot of people are running this, and I'm not sure if Cell was even in this, like how many people ran androids, but there's none in the top 16, and there's only like 1 yellow leader, right? There's one Broly, so I think people are afraid of Broly are androids and stuff, but and also all the time control Klonoa in top 16, no one runs Shugesh. And maybe that's because everyone was running Klonoa, so anyone who was running Shugesh didn't make it to the top 16, but it didn't do very well in the top 16. So anyways, that is Nicholas's, and let's go to Jonathan Rodriguez with the other. It's pretty much the same Frieza swap deck. The big difference is that he's got 2 after image technique, and he took out 2 of the Goku's striving to be the best. So just a free negate, which is really nice, and also can blow up stuff. So I can see why he did that. Once again, really fun deck. I might make this myself and see how I like it. So next up, we've got Aeon Hill with his. He's got a really fun. It is a Shenron Gogeta, but he's got a really cool build for it. He's putting a lot of yellow, so he's using the Super Saiyan Blue Super Son Goku, which is a yellow card despite its name. And he's also running a Demigra in case that becomes prevalent. So just a lot of yellow in here, so he can run Battering, Crusher Ball, and Flying Nimbus, which is nice. He's able to put a Vegeta striving to be the best in the side. He doesn't actually have a way to fuse Gogeta in the main. Oh wait, sorry, I'm thinking of it. Spoilers is another deck, but yeah, he's running 2 Ultimate Fusion and 4 Gogeta Hero Revived. And also he's running 4 World Peace, which is really interesting to me. I guess it's strictly for at all costs and Shenron. Shenron's really good because you can keep recycling Dende or Burnish Bonds Borgos, which helps against the either the mirror or the swap deck. So that's really cool. He's also got Newfound Power Purunga and a Wish to Purunga on the side, which is really exciting. And then he's also, oh yeah, big thing, no Sensu Beans in the main. Isn't that crazy? That's the big thing about this deck. So he sided all 4 Sensu Beans. He decided that they didn't really do anything. He'd rather have negates and some more yellow stuff. So no Sensu Beans in the main, and he got what? He got 5th place. Yeah, he got 5th place. So really cool for that. That takes some balls for sure. A lot of people just like deck start Sensu Beans the first card they put in it, but he's like, nah, first one in the side. So really cool, and congrats for your placing. Next up, we've got Brendan Ackerson. Okay, this is a really super duper wonky, out of the box Shenron Gogeta. So like first it has Frieza's Army Reborn, and like it's the only way you can get this out is by actually getting to turn 8 and world piecing it, which is crazy. But I know I'm really curious if he ever did that. But yeah, this just looks like it's a big old stall and make a big old energy account, because you're also running 4 Whis, the Resting Ascendant, and since world piece, the way it works is you don't even need to have 8 energy. You can just play it. You can Whis up to 1 world piece and then get the get Frieza Army Reborn out, which is crazy. He's running 3 Dragon Fist, which is just Dragon Fist when you have 3 energy open is crazy, because you get to attack 3 times, bounce 3 things, and you also get to untap 6 energy. So you can pretty much play it, use Shenron's thing, and then just keep recycling energy like that. You can also the only way you can play Gogeta's is by hard dropping it. He doesn't have any of the fusion stuff because Dragon Fist is 25k and at all costs is 20k, so that's really interesting. This deck looks like a lot of fun. I actually might just build this right now just to play it this weekend. But yeah, really cool how this deck works, and I'd be curious to see how often he got Frieza Army Reborn off. So also in the side he had 2 King Yanma Soul Supervisor, 2 Mafuba, 3 Son Goku striving to be best, a Super 17 the Infernal Machine, because he's like, I just want a bunch of random cards in here and it still works, so that's crazy. And then also some Dragon Radars and Time Control Chronoa. So anyways, really fun deck. Really curious to see if anyone is able to get an interview with him or anything. Additionally, if you're watching this and one of these is your deck, please let me know if you want an interview or something. I'd love to do it. I don't have a lot of ties with people in competitive scenes, but so it's hard for me to reach out for people, and a lot of these people have their own teams or YouTube channels or not. But if you're a free agent, let me know, and I'll definitely have you on the show and talk to you about it. So anyways, self-promotion aside, let's get into that was Brendan Ackerson. So let's go to Justin Rios with the only Broly deck in the top 16. So a lot of people are afraid of Broly, mostly because he can use Shugesh, and he's also just a really good he can use Cold Bloodlust, and he can also, like, he just does a lot of things, and he untaps, and he can untap a battle card, and he's just stupid strong sometimes. So no doubt people were afraid. It looks like it didn't really work out, or a lot of people got like Harud or something like that, and they couldn't get over it. But Justin did a really good job at getting 3rd place, and so he's got pretty much just a mono yellow control variant. Mirror Creative Absorb he's rank 3 of, and this can be just game ending, because you can, if they have like 1 or 2 life down, and they don't have any negates ready, you can just Mirror Creative Absorb, attacked, and then just untap Mirror and attack again. You don't even need East Kai. Like, it's crazy. He's also running some Bardock Will of Irons, so I guess you can evolve on Power Charge Bardock. I don't know. This deck is really fun. I really like it, and yeah, it will be interesting to see if this kind of mono yellow swap can exist outside of Goten being banned. So next up we've got Eric Hill with his 3rd place blue yellow Hirudegarn swap. So he took a different way against being afraid of the Goku striving to be the best. He did do 4 Frieza biding his time, but he also ran 2 Burst Energy Super Saiyan Bardock, which is really good for that, since it can attack a card in active mode, and you also get plus 10k, and if they don't have a negate for the attack, you can just swing, and they'd have to combo 25k to save that Goku, and they probably won't. So and since you're able to kill the Goku for 1/1 energy, and they use 2, that's also a really good card in energy economy. So that's really nice. Other than that, pretty standard. Nothing too crazy. In the side, he had like 1 Vegeta striving to be the best, and he also ran like 2 awe-inspiring Vegetos, which was really interesting to me. I'm not sure why he put those in there, or if what matchup he decided into, but he got 3rd. So congrats to you. Next up, we've got the 2 Miljanimbas that got 1st place. Let me see. They've got a pretty good amount of difference. Something that Eric Goodwin, this is his deck, he put in 2 Furthering Destruction Champa, which is really interesting. A lot of people don't put those Champas in there, but I can see why, because you have usually have energy to defend yourself, so having extra 10Ks doesn't really matter in that sense, but also if you need to kind of get like a sneak win, you can do that, which I have no doubt he did that once or twice. He's also running 2 center buttons, which people don't run, and then usually he's also running some Supreme Kai Supreme Kai of Time Lights Guide, and that's for getting. Usually people don't run overwhelm cards with these Janemba decks, but he did, and it obviously did really well for him. Because of that, he went North Kai Keeping Watch instead of Great Saiyaman Town Hero, because this is Sparking 5, and then if you overwhelm that could be a chance of not doing that. But yeah, very, very interesting deck. He's also not running Sake Demon, which I think the top 2 decks didn't use Sake Demon. But the 4 Demon Sword, 2 Reality Bender seems to be like the good ratio that everyone's using, and a couple of Childish Hearts as well. So very interesting there. I don't think, and he also ran 2 minus Coolie Zone. I guess, is he afraid of Cold Bloodlust? Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of, maybe he's afraid of a Preemptive Strike too. There are no green decks in this top 16. So interesting to see. It'd be cool to see how that went down. And then, yeah, so Ryan, the difference he made is, I think Eric did not main the Striving to be Best. He also didn't put Courageous Heart Yajirobe, which I think is a really great card. I think this is great for having just Male Janemba in general, so it's nice to see that in there. Other than that, he had 2 at all costs and 2 of the awe-inspiring Vegito. So those are nice. And anything else too crazy? Raging Spirits on Gohan in the side for him, but he didn't use that. Yeah, nothing too crazy. There's just a really, really solid Janemba build. A lot of people have been saying that Mil Janemba is primed to be the best deck after all the nerfs, and I can see that happening. But there's also I think Bandai's kind of seen this, and I think in set 6 there's some silver bullets, which everyone loves. But I think it's a really strong deck. It'll be really interesting to see what we can do to counteract it. I don't think it's broken at this point, but at the moment there isn't a lot of counterplay, and besides making sure you win fast enough. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. This was exhausting, but I hope you guys really appreciate this. Once again, this Excel document is in the description below. You can click on any of the decks and they'll bring it to you. And they're all on DBS decks, and so you can just do a visual view. You don't have to try to read like everyone's bad handwriting, which was an actual struggle, believe it or not. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.